Hello everybody, welcome to Madam Speaker 101 with your favorite girl, Moe Mohapi, also known as the host with the most. If you don't say that with me when I say it, then I haven't made the impact that I want to make. Just kidding. Today we're going to talk about public speaking. We're going to talk about what kind of public speaker should you be. And this is obviously because of a lot of inquiries that I've been getting during this time of lockdown. So let's get this show on the road. But first, click on the subscribe button. Click on the little bell to make sure that you always get the notifications when I drop a hot video just for you. Welcome back. So we're going to talk about what kind of public speaker you want to be, and that will obviously help you in your journey in trying to figure out your profile in terms of your biography, in terms of your Facebook business page or your Facebook creator page or your Instagram creator page, to understand exactly where it is that you fall in. So a lot of people always say on their biographies, I don't know if you've picked this up, but they'll just say speaker. But you actually get people that are specific to say panelist, or to say expert speaker, or to say motivational speaker. And that's basically what we're going to talk about today. When and how do you know, or how do you do this? How do you create the speaker profile for yourself? All right, so the first segment of this video is going to talk about the difference between a motivational speaker and the difference between an expert speaker, for instance. Okay, cool. So let's get into motivational speaking because it's one of my passions, of course. So motivational speaker, what is a motivational speaker? A motivational speaker is somebody who uses stories that they've heard, stories from books that they've read, stories from articles, just any type of inspiration that you got in any type of literature that you want to retell. You're basically retelling someone else's story. And that's basically what a motivational speaker is. Motivational speaker has different elements. You can be a motivational speaker for just personal development. You can talk about relationship. You can talk about family kind of relationships and not only romantic relationships. You can talk about business relationships, business motivating. There's so many aspects of motivational speaking that are out there, but you basically have to find what it is that it's about you. What is the crux about you as a motivational speaker? What kind of topics do you normally talk about, right? So my topics are normally around personal development, and that encompasses self-esteem, self-confidence, and just knowledge, just having access to information. And that's why I share my personal development within motivational speaking. So that's just an example. Then the second one is public speaker in terms of experts, right? Expert speaking. Now, expert speaking obviously says a lot. It's either you have experienced or whatever industry or topic segment that you want to go under, or you basically went to school for it. Very important. So with public speaking, with public speaking within the expert speaking, you need credibility, right? People need to know that you have a PhD in psychology, for instance, or you have a PhD in marketing, or you've got a degree in marketing, or some sort of qualification that is credible, that verifies that you know what you're talking about. Does that make sense? With motivational speaking, you don't really need a qualification because you're telling a story based on something that you've read, and you'll obviously give credit to the things that you've read, or give credit to whoever gave you the story if they don't want to stay anonymous. And that's basically the difference between the two. In order for you to get the different two, you have to be specific. In the beginning of your journey, you need to decide what kind of speaker do you want to be. For me, fortunately, I sit in both because I actually am an expert speaking on brand strategy, and I'm a motivational speaker on personal development. But it is a journey. Right, now you want to ask me, okay, so where do I start? How do I do this? In order for you to get traction, obviously we are trying to start this as a business. We're not doing this for fun. Yeah, okay, fine. There's a little bit of passion in it, but passion needs to pay the bills, definitely. So how do I structure my public speaking as a business, whether it be expert or motivational, right? Makes sense. Okay, cool. So first, what you do is, in the beginning, people don't know who you are, and people don't know what you want to say. People don't know what you have to offer. I would advise you to start with short snippets of motivational videos, right? So on your personal accounts, wherever, Instagram, Twitter, wherever you want, you can start sharing these short bursts of information or short bursts of motivation, whether it's for expertise or if it's just for motivational purposes. So short little videos, and see how people actually react to that. Are you getting shares? Are you getting likes? Are you getting comments? Oh, so this is the kind of content that people are actually looking for. And then from there, you will basically kind of figure out what it is that you want to do. So by the time that when you create your business page online, then you kind of understand what topics people want you to talk about. And already you've got a following. So that's where you then share the longer versions. And that's when you can actually hop onto YouTube as well, to create a YouTube channel and hopefully one day monetize. Because at the end of the day, this is what we're trying to do. So the reason why I'm saying that you need to start with those short snippets of videos is when people are looking for expert panelists or people are looking for motivational speakers, they obviously go online. And this I always say, people find you online first before they even hear about you from anyone else. So your online presence needs to be consistent with what you're trying to push. So my online presence is, I'll be talking about brand strategy, whether in status form, so like an article, short article, or in a video form where I'm actually speaking like right now. You basically get to choose how you want to share your information. However, make sure that it's consistent, make sure that it is worded correctly, make sure that you give it a title so that when someone is looking for an expert on brand strategy and they go onto your page and that's what you're about, they can easily see, is it credible? Is it relevant? Is it consistent? Does this person actually know what they're talking about? And then in terms of motivation, every one of us touch people in different ways with sharing our stories or sharing someone else's story. So there isn't really a clear roadmap or a blueprint as to how do I become a motivational speaker. Motivational speaking, you can literally impact one person's life, or your motivational talks can actually touch 1 million lives. It varies depending on what the person needs to hear during that time. I hope that made sense. So remember, in order for you to first be a public speaker, you need to decide what type of public speaker do you want to be, motivational or an expert, and then you start building your profile from there. This has been fantastic. This is definitely Madam Speaker 101 with your favorite girl, Moe Mohapi. See you next time.